want to thank everybody at this convention for giving us an opportunity to tell our story. I also want to thank our host, Henry Cameron and Local 1, for hosting this convention. This is a fantastic, beautiful city, built by hard-working men and women. We're honored to be here. A city that has given us our new president, who has given us hope for a new change, for a new beginning. So it's an honor to be here, Local 1. Before I begin our story and explain who we are, I would like to answer a question that may be on people's minds, a fair question, which is, why are we here? Why is the New England Joint Board here? Why is Richie and the Racetrack Joint Board still here? I also want to tell you that this is not an easy decision. It is not a decision that was made quickly. It was after much contemplation, reflection. It still is not an easy decision. And I want to acknowledge our staff and our members who have stood by this decision. Because our former colleagues are our friends. We have struggled together. We have organized together. We know each other's families. Each one of us behind here has to go through his own or her own reflection on how to do this. So it's very difficult. But I am so proud of our executive board, who, when they heard the story, said, we are not going to support this strategy. We are going to stand for our principles. We are going to stand for workers. The story begins in December of this year, when a group of leaders from Farmer Unite met in a small room in December and hatched a plan to succeed from Unite here by April. The plan was to make sure that we had left before this convention. The strategy was a three-pronged strategy, but a strategy simply described as creating chaos and confusion. The first part of that strategy in December, in January, was to jump ahead and go into the courts and sue Unite Here for corruption and to attack leaders of Unite Here personally. If you get into court early, you can set the tone, it was said. The second leg of this strategy was to bring in SEIU, who attended those meetings, and tell Unite Here that SEIU is going to go after the hotel jurisdiction and organize hotels to put the fear of God into the leaders of Unite Here. The third leg of this stool is, for me, the most troublesome. The one that brings me the most pause. It was a strategy of collecting dues money from the joint boards and from our international, and to hire a consulting firm who was first going to send you letters about Obama, about the hope for employees' free choice. And then do a 180, as they would say. And to call you with robot calls and say, are you unhappy with your leaders? Are you unhappy with your union? To create dissension. Our members from different industries, people behind us, rather stitch or manufacturer, have no fight with the hotel worker. They have no fight with the gaming worker. They have no fight with the food service person. We are going to hire professional people to create this dissension and fear and confusion and pit worker against worker. When I reported this back to my executive board, we said, we will not go along with this strategy.